It is very customary for every politician, not just politician, but also civil servants as well, to declare their wealth, to declare their assets before, contesting for any office. But unfortunately, these politicians, most of them do not do this, and even some that actually declare their assets declares half of it and not, full asset declaration. This is so sad and deplorable, but that is just the order of the day. Tinubu in big trouble as Code of Conduct Bureau drops shocking message that could stop a swearing in. Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? What are you doing on YouTube if you're not subscribed to Newsroom Nigeria? Please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel as well by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your comments in the comment section. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Big worry for Tinubu as Code of Conduct Bureau drops shocking message that could stop his swearing in. Without an asset disclosure, no elected public person would be sworn in on May 29, 2023, according to a warning from the Code of Conduct Bureau. The CCB spokesperson Veronica Kato told The Punch in an interview that the law requires elected members of the national and state assemblies, as well as the president-elect Bola Tinubu, the vice president-elect Kashim Shettima, and 28 incoming governors to declare their assets prior to taking office. Kato insisted that under the 1999 Constitution, as amended, they are required to submit the field copies of the Bureau before the day of inauguration, even though numerous elected officials had already begun picking up their asset declaration forms at the state offices of CCB. According to the Constitution, all public officers must disclose their assets and debts both when they take office and after their terms are up. The impacted officials are expected to give comprehensive information, including but not limited to the quantity, varieties, addresses, values, dates of purchase, and as applicable, income derived from the properties that have been so declared. Failure to disclose assets as required by law is punishable by removal from office, disqualification from holding any public office, and forfeiture of any property obtained dishonestly or through abuse of office, according to the provisions of paragraph 8 of the 5th schedule of the Federal Constitution. We have previously disclosed that the asset declaration is an ongoing process, Kato said in reference to the number of officials who had obtained their asset declaration forms. They are currently already getting their forms as they arrive. The CCB spokeswoman stated, "No public official will be sworn into office without filling out their asset declaration form," while admonishing that the faulting authorities would not be sworn in. That is what our law says exactly. She said that as part of the formalities for leaving office, the departing public officials had stated has started to complete the asset declaration forms in accordance. In Nigeria we have laws. It's not that we don't have laws, but people just choose not to follow. And the arm of government that is required to make sure that people carry out the constitution and be law abiding, the arm of government do not find it necessary to arrest and punish individuals that do so. These declarations of assets and properties, it is in place. It is the culture. It is being done so that public officers would not acquire properties that they cannot explain, so that when they are in office they will not collect bribe, they will not be involved in corruption in such a way that they will be able to afford what their salary cannot afford. You get what I'm saying? They declare their assets just before entering office, and they also declare their assets when they are leaving office. But it's so unfortunate that most of these public office holders, they do not fully declare their assets. And even when they get into office and people realize this and people start calling them out on it, nothing is still being done. Nigeria is a country where you can commit crime and still go scot-free, no matter how minute this crime is. Compared to the UK, no matter how minute this crime is, you don't go scot-free with it. As long as these laws, this constitution, these rules are already in place and you know about. Whether you don't know about, ignorance is not an excuse. Whether you don't know about it is not even an excuse in other countries. But in Nigeria, even when you know about these laws, you can still choose not to follow through, and there are no appropriate authorities that would hold you responsible. you know Such is the situation that we find ourselves in this country, and I hope that there comes a day when people do not take rules and regulations, constitutions, they do not take it lightly. That is why most citizens of Nigeria, when they are in the country, they misbehave, they do anyhow. But once they step their foot on other countries, for example UK, US, they become automatically law-abiding citizens, because they know that those people do not take things for granted. When you misbehave, they hold you responsible instantly. People that are not law-abiding here in Nigeria, they become so law-abiding when they get outside the country, when they get to other countries, because they don't want to go to prison. Let me have your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.